across the city in a soft, steady rain. The streets glistening like a celestial dance. My footsteps sync with the rain's melody as I head to the shelter where I volunteer. The biting December cold seeps through my thin shoes, a reminder of warmth's fragility. Entering the shelter, the familiar scent of stale coffee and hope embraces me. Amidst this warmth, a crisis brews. Mary, we're missing a blanket. Mrs. Jenkins informs me her words mirror the biting cold outside. One missing blanket in such harsh weather spells suffering. A prayer of distress. I retreat to a quiet back room, escaping the shelter's noise. Kneeling, I clasp my hands, whispering silent prayers that fill the chilly air. Lord of mercy, I murmur, someone needs that blanket tonight. Please guide me in the silence. Clarity dawns, whispering possibility. Then a blanket, warmth beyond fabric's embrace. A flicker in the shadows of my heart. The gift of warmth. Back in the main room, a young man by the door catches my eye. His worn sneakers soak in the rainwater. His eyes heavy with untold stories. Empathy stirs within me, a realization. The shoes I sit beside him, offering a tentative smile. What's your name? I ask Eli. He replies, his voice carrying quiet strength. I whisper a silent prayer for courage. Then I slowly remove my shoes, offering them to him. These might be warmer, I say, breaking the sacred silence. My gesture, a bridge of hope. The grace of giving. Eli's eyes widen, disbelief mingling with gratitude. You sure? He asks, a smile breaking dawn on his face. I nod. The tiles cool beneath my bare feet, yet warmed by something profound. A spiritual warmth. This act of grace ripples across the room, igniting kindness and hope in others' eyes. As Eli thanks me, I sense God's guidance beyond comfort, where truth meets compassion. This is the mercy I prayed for, standing with grace, finding strength in vulnerability, courage in compassion. to give beyond measure, and to trust in your unfailing wisdom. Let our hearts remain open to your whispers of compassion, so that we might become vessels of your endless love.
Act I. The noise of the world. The classroom pulsed with energy, each young voice contributing to a symphony of exuberance akin to a bustling orchestra tuning up before a grand performance. Rain provided a gentle percussion against the large windows, each droplet like a prayer whispered from the sky. At the chalkboard stood Miss Clara, a patient and compassionate teacher whose eyes often reflected the quiet wisdom of a listener. Her hand, busy with writing, suddenly paused as the chalk snapped, its sharp sound echoing her own internal sense of inadequacy amidst the chaos of noise. Her glance drifted to the solemn clock on the wall, its ticking a stark reminder of time's relentless, unyielding march forward. Her gaze then fell upon Michael, sitting quietly amid his animated classmates, a solitary island in a sea of activity. His hand pressed gently against his stomach, a gesture revealing hunger's persistent whisper competing with the lively children's chatter around him. That night, as the rain continued its rhythmic fall upon the earth, sounding like a chorus of soothing prayers, Clara knelt beside her simple bed, her heart heavy with concern but buoyed by hope, reached out in earnest prayer to the Lord of mercy. Give me strength to hear what's overlooked, to see the unseen. Help me care for the small, fragile things. She whispered into the night. The comforting hush of rain accompanied by the stillness of her room seemed to cradle her prayer. And in that quiet, her heart listened intently. She felt God's presence gently nudging her spirit, reminding her of the profound impact small gestures could wield. The next morning, Clara moved through her routine with a newfound clarity that seemed to dance in harmony with her awakened spirit. As she prepared a simple lunch, a humble pairing of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, a crisp apple sliced with care, she slipped it discreetly into her bag, a silent promise she carried with purpose. In the lunchroom, amidst the laughter of carefree children and the clinking of lunchboxes, Clara approached Michael with quiet grace, placing the lunch gently into his small hands. His eyes widened, a flicker of warmth lighting up his face, a spark ignited by the simple gift. "Thank you," he murmured, his voice rich with the gratitude of a heart touched by kindness. Later, seeking her own moment of solace, Clara retreated to the storeroom, a humble sanctuary that offered her peace. Closing her eyes, she prayed softly, "Shepherd of my soul, grant me courage to act on your whispers. Let each small yes be a seed of your love." The clarity bloomed within her like a spring flower, assurance washing over her that God was indeed beside her, guiding each step. As the rain finally ceased, leaving the classroom wrapped in serene tranquility, Clara noticed a change in Michael, buoyed by newfound confidence. He raised his hand more often, each brave gesture a silent testament to the transformative power of unseen kindness. Each day unfolded as a graceful dance of small affirmations, a word of encouragement here, a reassuring pat there. The chalkboard became a canvas of endless possibilities. Each fragment of broken chalk a symbol of resilience, beauty found within imperfection. Clara felt God's gentle guidance in every heartbeat, a holy presence that painted ordinary moments with tender grace. Grace as tangible as the air she breathed, palpable and sacred. A new beginning, with a gentle rain, a tender whisper from the heavens, echoing the end of a sacred cycle. As Clara gathered her belongings, her spirit light and buoyant, Michael approached her, a bright smile lighting his face. "I pray too," he said softly, his voice a melody of shared faith and newfound strength. And it made me feel not so alone. His simple words settled in her heart like a profound blessing. That night, as rain serenaded the world beyond her window, Clara knelt once more in prayer. "Holy One," she began, her voice a gentle supplication. "Let me always say yes to these small things, for I have seen how they ripple into eternity."
Lord of mercy, guide my heart to hear your whispers. Let me embrace each small act as sacred work. May your love shine through my humble yes. Awaken my soul to the beauty of the unnoticed event. echoes in the night. Act I, the janitor's lament. It was one of those deep, velvety nights when the cathedral seemed to draw breath, almost alive under the tender patter of soft rain against its stained glass windows. The shadows danced gracefully across the holy relics, their movements choreographed with the rhythm of my mop swishing across the ancient stone floor. Reverberating gently in the vast, hushed expanse, the scent of aged incense clung to the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of rain-soaked stone, creating a sacred symphony of senses that enveloped me as I moved through the cavernous sanctuary. My steps were measured, careful, as though the very air breathed sacred secrets I dared not disturb with clumsy noise. I, Michael, the night shift janitor, had walked these silent aisles for years. Yet each night felt like traversing a foreign, inexplicable realm. The soaring ceilings and echoing corridors served as incessant reminders of the vast emptiness. I carried within my heart a chasm I struggled to conceal even from myself. My days were a blur, filled with the routine of cleaning and maintenance. Yet my nights were reserved for wrestling with the solitude that clung to me like a shadow. As I paused to wring out the mop, my gaze wandered toward the altar, a beacon in the darkness, silently inviting me to lay bare my unspoken fears and doubts. Lord of mercy, I began, my voice a mere tremor in the cavernous hall. I feel so out of place I see others belong here, but not me. Why do I feel so imprisoned in my own doubt? The words wavered in the air like fragile threads, dissolving into the sacred silence, swallowed by the cathedral's gentle embrace as rain whispered against stone. I stood there, vulnerable and open, seeking a response as distant and elusive as the stars twinkling beyond the stained glass. In the quiet, there was only the stirring of the organ in the distance, its unseen fingers gently testing ancient notes that hung like unanswered prayers, floating in the air, waiting to be gathered by a listening heart. Night's altar call. With my duties momentarily complete, I settled into the last pew, the familiar shadows gathering around like an old cloak woven from the night's quietude. The organ's gentle melody meandered through the arches, a celestial sound folding into my consciousness, urging my thoughts toward God. The pew creaked softly under my weight, a comforting reminder of all those who had sat there before me, seeking solace and answers. Heavenly Shepherd, I prayed, now feeling the desperation climb like a vine within me. Lead me out of this prison of my own making. I long to belong, to feel your presence, yet I'm wrapped in chains of my own fears. Show me the way. As I closed my eyes, I could almost feel the warmth of divine arms encircling me, promising comfort and guidance. As the notes swelled to a gentle crescendo, a memory seeped into my mind. A passage from the Psalms, words about walking through the shadows yet fearing no evil. The verses wound their way through my thoughts like a gentle stream, their words a balm to my troubled soul. An unexpected warmth brushed against my heart, a tender reassurance that the shepherd was near, whispering his unwavering presence into the crevices of my weary soul. A newfound resolve stirred within, a quiet determination sprouting in the fertile ground where doubt had laid claim. Rising slowly, I moved down the aisle. Each step a silent testimony to the divine guidance I sensed. An invitation to walk into His resplendent light. The coolness of the stone under my feet was a refreshing contrast to the warmth blossoming within my heart. Approaching the altar with a heart pounding, not with fear but with a serene peace. I realized the prison walls I spoke of were not as formidable as they seemed. The door had always been ajar, inviting me to cross the threshold into freedom. The flickering candlelight played across the altar, dancing in harmony with the newfound hope kindling within me. Lord, I prayed aloud once more, the empty cathedral embracing each word like a confidant. I release my fears to you. May your light shine through the cracks of my doubt, leading me to the belonging I seek. My voice echoed softly back to me, a gentle affirmation of the courage unfolding within. As the organ's final note hovered, resonating in the sacred air, an understanding unfurled within me. The first act of belonging was trust. Trust that I was not alone. Trust that in the boundless presence of the Holy One, I was truly home. The cathedral, once a vast and empty space, now felt like a heart that had always been ready to welcome me.
Guide my steps, O loving shepherd, as I walk out of my self-made shadows. Teach me to trust in your mercy, to find my place in your embrace. May your presence light my path. A window for the light, acti, desert journey. As the sun dipped lower, painting the sky amber and rose, the bus moved steadily over the desert highway. Inside, the passenger swayed with its motion, enveloped in old leather and dust, mingling with anticipation. Among them, Sarah sat quietly, clutching a thermos filled with her grandmother's spiced tea. A comforting essence of warmth and nostalgia, the crisp air whispered of winter, promising spring's gentle embrace. Sarah gazed out the window, her thoughts tangled with uncertainty. Her meditation was interrupted by an older man beside her, his kind eyes framed by silver hair radiated warmth. May I? He gestured to the thermos with a nod. Grateful Sarah poured a cup, the sweet scent rising like a prayer. The man offered a verse, be a window for the light, resonating in the dim bus, inviting
inviting her to embrace the divine. As night cloaked the journeying bus, rain began tapping the windows, its rhythm matching Sarah's anxious heart. The rain whispered renew. She closed her eyes, retreating within, seeking her soul's voice. Lord of mercy, she whispered, I am lost and burdened. Show me the way. Her prayer floated upwards, mingling with the steam. Silence followed, alive and listening. A peace seeped into her heart, dispelling shadows beside her. The stranger murmured amen, joining her plea, strengthening her resolve. Surrendering to the light, the bus journeyed through the rain-soaked night. Feeling the shift within, Sarah opened her eyes to find the man watching with understanding. Sometimes he said softly, we forget to let the light through. His words soothed her, and she realized she needed to release her fears. It was time to open a window to let divine light through her soul. A gentle resolve took root, courage for transformation dawned. The road stretched ahead, paved with promises. As dawn unfurled, Sarah bowed her head. A transformation blooming in her heart. Holy One, she breathed, give me the courage to be a window for your light. Confession in a dart as Sarah turned to the stranger, her voice clear. She shared her story, offering her vulnerability, her mistakes and unconfessed truths. The man listened deeply, offering no judgment, only understanding that wrapped her in grace. Empowered by confession, Sarah felt a strength flow within, unshackling her spirit. She resolved to face those she needed with honesty. When she reached her destination, the stranger squeezed her hand, warmth passing as a silent blessing of hope. The bus pulled into the station as the sun rose, casting a hopeful glow. Sarah stepped into the morning air, aware of the transformation within, as though she had become a window for light, a vessel of grace and truth. Dispelling the darkness within, grant me the courage to speak truth and the grace to offer love. In your presence I find peace and strength.
In the emergency room, the air is dense with antiseptic chill. Harriet stands behind the reception desk, her fingers tapping softly on the keyboard, each keystroke resonating in the chaotic silence. The fluorescent lights cast a pale glow over her, preparing her for the day ahead. Beginning her shift, the phones ring ceaselessly, echoes in this cathedral of need. Her coffee, lukewarm and stale, offers a small comfort amidst the chaos. Scanning the waiting room, Harriet sees a worried mother cradling a feverish child, an anxious elderly man tapping his cane, and a teenager clutching a bandaged hand. Their silent stories fill the air, woven into the ether with threads of suffering. Harriet momentarily closes her eyes, centering her thoughts. Lord of mercy, she whispers, let me remember their names as you do, that they might feel seen and loved. Her breath fogs the window, testimony to both the cold outside and the warmth within. The phone rings again, pulling her back into her duties, as she silently promises to be God's eyes and ears, witnessing the ebb and flow of humanity. The skies darken, a rich indigo, while the flow of patience continues unabated. Distant sirens blend with Harriet's heartbeat, a rhythmic reminder of life and death stakes. With each patient she assists, the exhaustion grows. A young mother approaches, her face etched with anxiety. I'm here for Matthew, she says softly. Harriet searches the screen, but his name is lost in a sea of entries, each a life poised between worry and hope. The mother's desperation grips Harriet, drawing her into a quieter hallway. There, she leans against the wall, closing her eyes. Holy One whom we call Father, she prays. I'm overwhelmed, grant me strength to carry these burdens and guide my hands to serve with love. A gentle nudge in her soul whispers courage into her heart. Strengthened, she returns to the desk, her burdens slightly eased, as if shared with unseen hands. As night presses on, Harriet finds a new rhythm and grace in her tasks. Just past midnight, a rare calm settles over the waiting room. Resuming her search for Matthew's name, she sees it, unassuming, like a prayer awaiting an answer. With newfound assurance, Harriet approaches the young mother. We just got an update, she says, her words cradling the woman's hope. The mother's gratitude warms Harriet, and she senses God's presence guiding her. A sacred symphony where divine grace meets human need. Each whispered prayer weaves a tapestry of care that touches them all.
The morning of transformation, as dawn stretches its soft light into the earth. Harriet's shift closes the glow, touches tired faces, offering gentle benediction. Another night endured, but not without purpose. Though exhausted, she feels a deeper peace, like autumn leaves resting after a storm. Stepping outside, the cold air invigorates her. The world awakened, vibrant with life. Harriet recalls the psalm of green pastures and still waters. The shepherd of her soul has been with her, and she trusts he will lead her through valleys and shadows into his light. A promise etched in the dawn's glow. Lord, you who hear the cries of the weary, grant us grace to serve with open hearts and eyes to see as you see the beauty in every soul. Guide us through the dark into your peaceful rest. In your strength we find our truest hope.
His presence. Act I. Dawn whispers. The hospital corridors were bathed in the golden light of dawn, their polished floors reflecting the hues of a new day. Around her, the shift was waking like the city itself, with the world unfurling from night's embrace. In the ER reception, Hannah Parker sipped weak coffee, its steam mingling with the cool air drifting through automatic doors. The phones began their ceaseless ringing, strings of alarms heralding the day's demands, each ring a reminder of the world's relentless march, each call a new story of urgency and need. Hannah was a small lamp in this bustling place, her heart a beacon of prayer among chaos, as names rolled through her mind, those whose stories she would meet today. She folded her hands, whispering a silent prayer. Lord of mercy, let none be forgotten. Let their cries echo in your courts. In the silence he speaks. The morning passed in a flurry of paperwork and urgent voices, a whirlwind of human pain and healing spun together. Hannah moved with practiced efficiency, yet unease tugged at her heart. The stories of strangers wrapped around her soul, their echoes a hum beneath her thoughts. In a brief lull, an unlikely oasis, she found herself alone. The reception area bathed in warm mid-morning light, the sun's rays like gentle fingers. The phone sat silent on her desk, a rare lullaby of quietness. She turned from the world's demands, feeling the sacred stillness, and leaned against the desk, eyes closing in a crisis prayer. Holy One, I feel so small, the weight of their stories is heavy. Guide me, help me see them as you do. In the stillness that followed, a gentle breeze shifted papers on her desk. As though God breathed into the room, Hannah opened her eyes to see sunlight catching on a small silver keychain, a gift from a patient. In his time, it read, the letters gleaming softly, offering balm to her weary soul. The words nestled in her heart like a whispered promise, an assurance that time cradled her alongside the divine. The keychain shimmered with its own light, reflecting gentle illumination from the window. In that moment, the weight on her shoulders lifted slightly, the promise of God's timing wrapping around her like a reassurance. A small seed of peace began to unfurl. The courage to surrender. Dusk arrived with long shadows across hospital floors, casting stripes of darkness and light, windows glowing fiery orange as the sun descended. The noise of the day softened to a murmur, a gentle retiring note as the hours waned. Hannah watched the last patients leave with tired smiles, their burdens light and hope kindled anew. She took a deep breath, antiseptic scent mingling with the promise of evening's rest, a welcome friend at the end of a long day. In her heart a stirring, an invitation to surrender her own burdens, tightly held kneeling at the small chapel inside the hospital.
soul, its dim light a soft embrace. She prayed the turning prayer, her heart bending towards faith. Shepherd of my soul, I lay down my striving, fill me with your peace, that I may pour it out to others. A peace profound and gentle settled upon her, a sense of God's guidance almost tangible. It was a moment of clarity, understanding. It was time to trust Him with the unseen and the unresolved. The air hummed with a sacred promise, a reminder she was not alone in this vast sea of human struggle and triumph. As dawn broke again, bathing the world in its first light, Hannah felt renewed strength, a lightness in her step as if she too was dawn's child. The symbolic keychain glinted in her coat pocket, a reminder of God's faithful whisper in the quiet moments, a talisman against the pressing tides of life. In a world of noise, she discovered the power of silence, a silence speaking louder than any clamor. Her prayers, once small cries, now felt like sacred echoes of a conversation with the divine. Each word a step across an eternal bridge. She walked through halls with renewed vigor, every face she encountered a testament to the divine tapestry, where each thread was held by hands greater than hers. Lord of mercy, in silence you speak, guide my heart and steady my hands. Let your presence be my peace, and your whisper the courage I need. Amen.
open the gate of mercy. Acti, under the winter stars. Evening descended like a dark quilt over the interstate, each mile marker slipping away with the same rhythmic cadence of solitude. My truck hummed insistently into the rest stop, where winter's breath swirled around me, a familiar chill that was both comforting and biting, as though nature itself were sending a gentle, persistent reminder of times gone by. The parking lot, dusted with frost, lay like a silent witness to countless paused journeys and unspoken stories, each vehicle a testament to moments of reflection and respite. I parked under a canopy of stars, each resembling a distant prayer into the vast cathedral of the night, shining down like sentinels in the serene darkness. The rest stop was almost deserted, save for a distant figure on a bench,
wrapped in layered shadows that obscured their features, turning off the engine. The vehicle sighed into silence. My thoughts began to wrestle quietly, shadows dancing in the corners of my mind. Years of foolish choices lay between me and my daughter, a chasm of missed moments and burned bridges. This burden weighed heavier than any freight I hauled, a testament to roads I should have traveled, roads marked not by asphalt but by love and presence. I bowed my head against the steering wheel, the leather cool against my forehead, as I surrendered to a moment of raw honesty. Lord of mercy, I whispered into the cold, my breath misting in the air. I've messed up so much, show me the way to open the gate to mercy, please. Outside, the stars seem to twinkle more brightly, as if listening, their ancient light dancing across the universe to find this moment of supplication.
The night wore on, its silence punctuated only by the distant hum of the highway, a melody composed by the steady lull of rubber on asphalt. My heart ached against this silence, a void filled with the absence of my daughter's voice, louder than any engine ever could be. I pulled out the picture I always kept close, a sunlit photo of her at 6, her laughter captured and bent through time, a precious moment immortalized. The faraway figure on the bench stirred. She stood slowly, arching her back, stretching hands skyward in a gesture both humble and profound, each breath visible in the night, forming a mist of prayers and hopes. Her movement called to the deep part of me, a well of unshed tears and unspoken words buried deep beneath layers of regret. As she walked into the shadows, her silhouette dissolved into the night, leaving behind an echo, a nudge, a whisper from the shepherd of my soul, whispering peace and possibility. A decision took root in my heart. I knew it was time.
My hand trembled as I picked up the phone, each digit dialing into the past. Numbers familiar yet estranged, like a once familiar melody forgotten through years of distance and silence. My heart pounded with the dial tone, a drumbeat of anticipation and hope reverberating through me. As it rang, I breathed another prayer, a barely whispered plea, carried on the crisp air. Holy One, grant me words and courage to be the father she needs. She answered, her voice was older, matured by time and distance, familiar yet different, like spring buds after a long winter day. Her voice was a mixture of question and tentative hope, a bridge suspended over the chasm of time.
We spoke under the golden stars as grace began to unfold like a sunrise on a forgotten horizon. I confessed my failings, asked for forgiveness, and promised to be there, to be present with each word. An invisible gate began to swing open. Her silence broke into soft acceptance, a balm to my soul, each syllable a note in a symphony of reconciliation, embracing renewal. As dawn's first light pressed gently against the night, the world was reborn in shades of gold and pink, divine artistry's masterpiece unveiling before my eyes. Cicadas began their symphony, a hymn of creation that ushered in a new day. Something new took root within me, a tender shoot pushing through the frost, nourished by hope and the promise of new beginnings. In this unexpected grace, I understood the guidance from that silent night. Forgiveness was not a destination, but a journey of continual prayer and action, a dance of redemption orchestrated by the divine conductor in whom all things are made new. A state as morning's fullness washed over me, feeling the warmth of reconciliation stitch my heart's frayed edges back together, each thread a testament to faith and love renewed.
Holy One, in my darkest nights, you are the guiding stars. In my faltering steps, you are the steady ground. Teach me to walk in your mercy, to breathe in your grace, and to carry your love renewed. it below the horizon, painting the sky with fiery oranges and deep golds. It was a majestic farewell, a cascade of colors over the riverbank, casting long shadows on the water. I sat with my guitar, an extension of my soul, resting on the smooth stones by the river's edge. The water mirrored heaven's canvas, glistening as it lapped against the stones. Each note I played was filled with hope that someone would hear the song of my soul. The harmony lingered until one string snapped sharply, leaving a void, echoing the encroaching dusk. The silence was deafening and restoring my frustration, despite the scent of blooming jasmine mingling with the crisp river breeze. I closed my eyes beside my battered guitar case, its worn edges telling tales of past journeys. Lord of mercy, I murmured, my voice a ripple amidst the river's flow. What am I doing here? Guide me to your purpose, let me sing your song again. My prayer was raw and unrefined, a pleading harmony with the river's murmur, a gentle eternal counterpoint to my uncertainty. As daylight slipped away, the riverbank became a silhouette theater, figures emerging and blending into twilight stained glass hues. I sat, holding my silent guitar, hoping it might breathe life into the night air. Then, as if summoned by lingering notes, a woman arrived, seamlessly woven into the evening sounds. Her gentle hum intertwined with the breeze like a sacred lullaby. Despite myself, I listened, letting the melody wash over me, a soothing balm, familiar but long buried. That's beautiful, I said, my voice raspy like the silent strings in my lap. Her eyes met mine, kind understanding, conveying warmth without words. She nodded, her hum lingering echoed like heaven's whisper, and continued on, leaving peace in her wake, in her tune's resonance. I sensed a nudge, a quiet call to let go of my striving, to release the burdens I clung to. The city slumbered in dawn's ethereal glow when I returned to the riverbank. The world was still bathed in early morning's golden light. The air was sharp, each breath a refreshing sip of cool water. I sat on dew-damp grass, feeling the world awaken around me, leaves rustling in my tent to sit solitude. With a grounding breath I prayed again, this time with a wave of surrender. courage to embrace my calling anew. A profound peace descended as gentle and all-encompassing as the river's calm flow. I let the wind guide my thoughts, brushing past with whispered secrets. With renewed resolve, I reached for spare strings hidden in my guitar case, my fingers exploring their potential. The texture of new strings promised a fresh start, a new beginning, waiting to be coaxed into life. The first I tuned the strings with cautious hope, each adjustment a step toward an unseen horizon. As I strummed, the music returned, tentative at first, then bold and strong, gaining momentum with each note. A song arose, unwritten yet known in my heart's recesses, a simple melody weaving through me like the Holy Spirit's breath, each note testifying to grace's resilience. I played until the sun stood high, its light shimmering on the river and reflecting in passers-by's eyes. Strangers paused, drawn by the sound, like a prayer itself. In their pause, in silent communion, I felt the gentle assurance of God's presence, a divine chorus that sang without words. jingling softly. The crisp morning air nipped at my skin, while dawn painted the sky with hues of promise. The bakery was my refuge, where flour lay like soft snow on the worn wooden countertops. A place where dreams were as tangible as the dough beneath my fingers. Every morning I dusted flour with reverence, tracing holy scriptures in the sacred quiet before the world awoke. Here, amidst the comforting aroma of yeast and the warmth of ovens, my heart turned fully to God. As I shaped the dough, I prayed, Lord of mercy, let my hands mold hope into this bread. Let it nourish those who need it most. The kneading rhythm became prayer itself, each fold and stretch a petition for grace and strength, echoing my soul's deepest yearnings. Across the street stood another bakery, Amir's. A rival by circumstance, competition brewed quietly in our small community. Each loaf a silent challenge, our exchanges were few but meaningful. A nod here, a lifted brow there, gestures that spoke volumes of shared dreams and humble beginnings. Yet an unspoken respect lingered in our shared glances. Tension peaked when a batch of my sourdough failed. The yeast rebelled, leaving nothing but a thick, stubborn slab. Distress clung like flour dust, whispering doubts in crisis. I prayed, shepherd of my soul, I am lost, guide me as you would a prodigal son. Let me find your path now. Silence settled around me like a comforting cloak, lighting a flicker of hope in my heart, a gentle nudge beyond my worry. God's guidance led me across the street to Amir's door, his brows lifted in surprise, revealing curiosity and kindness. I held out the loaf. Amir, would you share your wisdom? I struggle with my bread. Amir's eyes softened, a smile welcoming me inside. The scent of his baking cinnamon and I swirled like whispers of home. Together we prayed, hands resting on the work table. Holy One, bless the bonds we forged today. May this shared moment weave peace between us as we work side by side, kneading struggles into new beginnings. I felt transformation in my soul. No longer rivals, but brothers in bread, touched by a simple act of grace. Each loaf rising was a testament to hope, the crust forming golden promises. Dawnlight me broke upon my return, the sun's rays blessing the earth anew. The warmth filled me with peace, like meeting an old friend with new wisdom. Peace settled over me as flower dust always began my day. Each prayer, each piece of bread was a light forward, a beacon guiding unity and understanding. Amir and I continued to bake, sharing recipes and prayer stories and dreams. Our rivalry forgotten, our bakeries thrive together, a symbol of unity planted in shared soil. Every loaf was a testament to the bond formed in prayer and breaking bread together. Divine Creator, thank you for the breaking of bread, nourishing body and soul. Guide us toward your light, walking in unity and peace. Through prayer, may your love illuminate our path. Amen.
the light of forgiveness. Acti beneath the neon rain. The city lay in winter's cold embrace. Rain forming a somber symphony against the skyline's steel and glass. Neon lights flickered, casting hues of blue and crimson onto the drenched pavement where Emma waited at the bus stop. Turmoil within mirroring the tempest outside. The endless winter night enclosed her, the rain's rhythm echoing the crossroad at which she stood. Her fingers tightened around her coat, seeking warmth from a chill inside, and out memories of her argument with her brother Jack replayed vividly. His eyes flickering with hurt, his voice cracking with pain. Now, standing in the rain's solitude, Emma felt regret, an emptiness from their broken connection. Lord of mercy, she murmured, her voice barely audible above the rain. Why must truth hurt yet heal? I don't want to stay angry. Show me the way. Ancient words from a psalm surfaced in her heart. Create in me a clean heart, O God, offering refuge. The rain felt like a cleansing baptism as Emma stood under the indifferent sky, her whispered prayer weaving through the raindrops. A cracked stairwell.
A cracked stairwell, only the hum of passing vehicles, each splash a punctuation to her thoughts. Emma boarded the bus, her mind swirling with emotions, the scent of wet asphalt, and the musty bus interior created a distant familiarity. Passing empty seats, a silent sermon on patience and understanding reminded her of love's healing power. At her stop, the cracked stairwell to her apartment bore memories of conflict and regret. The concrete steps were heavy beneath her feet, reminders of the emotional weight she carried, ascending slowly. Her wet shoes slapped against the steps, her breath a soft cloud in the chill. Pausing at her building's threshold, Emma clasped her hands, pleading for divine peace. Shepherd of my soul, she prayed, eyes closed, guide me to forgive as I have been forgiven. Teach me to love beyond the hurt.
The breeze caressed her cheek, carrying an answer. Truth doesn't falter before wounded pride. Her heart lightened, the prayer etching hope into her soul, entering her apartment. Warmth enveloped her, divine reassurance warming her from within. Spring's whisper. The next morning's timid sun hinted at spring's promise, new beginnings unfolding. Walking to the cafe where she and Jack met, Emma noticed buds on branches, reminders of renewal and the transformation she sought within. The world shimmered with spring's promise, life's resilience testifying in each leaf. With each step, prayer for courage and reconciliation bolstered her resolve. Her heart, no longer a storm, began to heal, opening to forgiveness like the season's first bloom. Entering the cafe, the bell chimed a gentle welcome, announcing hope's arrival. The aroma of fresh coffee and sweet pastries grounded her in the familiar world she wished to rebuild. Jack sat in their usual corner, his expression softened by warm light filtering through the window. She approached with a tentative smile, words echoing between them, a bridge she was ready to rebuild. As she neared, tension released, making way for compassion and understanding.
Jack, she began, the knot in her chest loosening, her voice gentle with peace. I'm sorry for everything, I want us to be okay. Jack nodded, eyes meeting hers with depths beyond
He replied, the air vibrant with grace prayer had whispered into their hearts. Unresolved hurt crumbled, replaced by renewed trust and love.
Holy One, in your boundless love, grant us courage to face our truths and grace to forgive as we are forgiven. Let your light heal our wounds, and may we walk in your peace. Holy. Silent flames of redemption, act I beneath the ashes. The acrid scent of smoke clung to my jacket. I knelt on the charter, the sky a somber gray that mirrored the desolation below. Shards of glass crunched beneath my boots. The fire's fierce wrath had devoured everything, its embers still smoldering, searing my conscience. Amidst the debris I found a child's drawing, his son, its uncertain smile sketched with trembling crayons. Its innocence struck deeper than the fire ever could, a stark contrast to the grim reality around me. Lord of mercy, I whispered, my voice barely audible above the whispering winds, kissing the ruins. Desperation rose within, a fresh flame threatening to consume my soul. Why was I spared while others were not? The plea hung in the silence that followed the sirens. In this stillness I sensed a presence, God's gentle hand upon my shoulder, urging me to release my guilt. Let silence become a prayer. Staring into the ember, days passed in a haze, time a blurred tapestry. I navigated through life, each step anchored to the past. The city bustled, yet I felt a chasm between my duties and my heart's whispers. Every night I revisited the ruins in my mind, praying not for miracles, but for the grace to forgive myself. Lord of mercy, shepherd of my soul, guide me, I implored, into the quiet of my room. The wind rustled leaves outside, nature's prayer joining the divine chorus. A sudden clarity struck, illuminating the hidden path of redemption. A voice not quite my own whispered within, rejoice in the breath you have been given, and let love rise anew. Ashes to new life, with renewed purpose I sought out the child who drew the hopeful son at the hospital. I navigated sterile corridors softened by caregivers' kindness. I found her eyes wide with resilience, sparkling undeterred by the darkness we'd escaped. We sat in silent communion, understanding woven between us like a gentle breeze. As my hands trembled, I whispered, I'm sorry. Her tiny hand reached for mine, a grace beyond what I deserved. By seeking forgiveness, I ignited a new flame within, living for those who could not. Her small smile was an act of courage that spoke volumes. Turning to the side, I stood amidst the ashes, inhaling crisp air, hinting at new beginnings. The sun painted the sky amber and gold, like the child's drawing come to life here. I knelt not in despair, but in quiet resolve. My breath joined the earth's rhythm, drawing strength from its spirit in the sacred stillness. I offered my soul anew. Holy One, I breathed, accepting twilight's peace. Let my silence speak, let it be my prayer. Guide these hands and heart to heal, to rebuild. The wind tousled my hair, carrying away sorrow's remnants, replaced by hope's ember. The barren landscape hummed with life's faint promise reclaimed. Shepherd of my soul, guide me through the quiet, transform my fear into love, and let my silent prayers echo your compassion. Grant me the courage to forgive and to heal.